What's good, YouTube? It's your boy KB with Just Do Boxing, back with another video. And I'm gonna get my thoughts on the top-ranked ESPN card that took place last night. Featured some rising prospects as well as the return of Miguel Berchelt. So let's get into it, man. First up, we got Dante Benjamin. He's 2-0, 1 KO. This kid is only 19 years old. He's orthodox, 6 foot. He's fighting at, light heavyweight, 175 pounds. Fighting out of Cleveland, Ohio. This was just only his second pro fight, last night. And he got a unanimous decision over an unbeaten 2-0, now 2-1 with 1 KO Kevin Johnson in a 4-round fight. It was a clean sweep pretty much for Benjamin. He won all 4 rounds. He fought patiently behind his jab and he controlled the distance and the pace of the fight. It was a solid performance. This kid is big. Like I said, he's at 175. It was just his second fight, but, he showed a lot of poise and patience last night. He's definitely well schooled. He understands how important the jab is, so he uses the jab early and often. And, that helped him set up his shots and pretty much control the duration of the fight. And, like I say, he was able to cruise to a four-round unanimous decision. The right man won. Like I said, it was a clean sweep. And I just think this is a prospect with just 2 fights. Like I say, he's only 19 years old. It's another prospect on Top Rank that we all need to keep an eye on for 2022. This kid's future is bright. So like I said, keep an eye out for Dante Benjamin Jr. He's only 19. Next up, another fighter, another rising prospect on Top Rank. Tiger fought. He showed poise. Johnson, he doesn't waste a lot of punches. He's pretty accurate with his shots. He showed good defense, good tight defense. And like I said, this is just another top-ranked prospect to keep an eye on. All 2022 prospect, ring well when he needs to. Like I say, he has a pretty tight defense, and he avoided being hit with anything big. He won each of the rounds. It was a clean sweep. And he got him out of there in the 4th. Another great performance by Haven Brady Jr. He's continuing to improve each fight. He's trained by his father, Haven Brady Sr. I think he's done a great job so far. And you definitely want to keep a close eye on this 6th round. Berchelt was also knocked down in the 3rd, and he was just repeatedly hit with right hands and just didn't move his head. He was unable to get out of the way of those right hands. And Nakathila just continued until he woke up with his girlfriend crying. And, last night, the knockout wasn't nowhere near as bad as Valdez's knockout, but he still took a lot of punishment. He was dropped with, I think it was a jab in the 3rd round. It wasn't even really a big punch, so it seems to me like he still hasn't recovered all the way from, one more crack at it to see where he's at. But I could also understand if he called it a career. This is one thing you don't want to do, is have one fight too many and really suffer some type of permanent physical damage. You want to get out with your faculties and things and your health still intact. And I think, suffering back-to-back knockout losses, it could just be a bad idea for him to get back in the ring, because knowing him and the type of warrior he is, he's probably not going to want a tune-up fight, and he probably will want another reasonable or top guy. And I don't know if that would be particularly in his best favor, but I'm not him. I'm not his team. I can't speak or think for him. It's just my thoughts on it. I watched boxing for years, so after you start to suffer those knockout losses, especially the one as bad as the Valdez, over here, Just Boxing. To the next one, I'm out. Peace.